Alright, Sakamoto, it's time to lock in. What's up, guys? Sakamoto Pencil here, and here we are to do a breakdown / live reaction and review to chapter 179 of Sakamotodays, which is known as Torres. And I'm excited and intrigued. Torres so far has been my favorite of the newly introduced characters, even though I say that very, very lightly, considering we've gotten like 5 seconds of the character and 5 seconds of all the newly introduced characters. But out of him, Aki, and Tanabata. I don't think it's Tanabanta. I say Tanabanta, but I think that's wrong. I believe it's Tanabata. Someone corrected me. Tanabata. He's my favorite just because I like his design the most, and I'm the most intrigued with his power. Like, notably, Oki has shown nothing, but he's the leader, so I assume he's going to be swole. And Torres, he kind of just, like, used the infinity, low-key, when he destroyed Shishiba's hammer without even turning his back. So I'm very excited to see him in action versus Sakamoto. Last chapter was basically just a warm-up, and the exploration of Torres is very, very, very deep that. But let's not waste any more time, and let's hop right into it. Heading me. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do mean to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact, I would sacrifice 1,000 Torses just to get one Sakamoto back, bro. I still miss him. I still miss my goat, dog. Why did they take him from me? I just wish he wasn't there. Like, you could have, like, Kamehise, well, to be fair, Kamehise wasn't there for a good reason. He didn't have the tickets. But still, all the order members were commanded to be there. He just didn't have to be there, dog. He just didn't have to be there. I know he became part of Uzuki, but it's just not the same. It's just not the same. But, admittedly, Torres is a very, very nice design. He's one of the few bearded characters in Sakamoto Days. It's weird to think about, but, like, think back. How many bearded characters have there been? I think, like, all the order except for Torres is clean-shaven. Shishiba, Yotsumura was. I think he got a little bit of stubble as he got older. Kendaka, he has like a little bit. He has like a little bit down here, and then he has maybe, I think he has like, he does what I do for my avatar, where in spite of me having like this weird pseudo beard, like 5 o'clock shadow mixed with beard, he does like a little bit, but he's mostly, I think, was he clean shaven in the past, or was he also like that in the past? I do forget. But most characters in Sakamoto Days are clean shaven, so it's nice to see somebody with a beard. Beard gang, beard gang. So let's see what Torres has to cook. I gotta get it. I gotta get the old man voice ready. I pull this out so rarely, which is funny considering anime and manga. I'm more used to there being many older gentlemen in anime and manga. But let me see. Honestly, I wish I didn't have to kill anyone. Really? Really? I mean, obviously we know he has different interests. Mr. 60.2 billion in debt. Let's see. Killing is tiring, scary, and painful. Blood stinks and your clothes get dirty. Plus, everyone in the industry is a nut job. What are you then? What are you? Are you normal? Like, even in the world of Sakamoto Days, 60.2 billion of debt is crazy. That's 60 Sakamotos. The greatest assassin in history. 60 of them. Billion. Hold on, let me double check. How much is 60.2 billion Japanese yen to USD? How much is 60.2 billion Japanese yen to USD? Okay, it's not telling me. Fine, whatever. No, I'm gonna do it one more time. 60 billion yen to US dollars. $410,464,117.30. What in the world? What were you gambling? I mean, maybe it is possible. I don't know. One of these days, I'm going to do a little research and see what's the highest gambling debt in history. Let's see. Then why are you an assassin? I mean, that is a good question. Because the money's good. Why else would someone bother with this tiresome nonsense? You know, funny thing is, he's not exactly wrong. Like, I mean, when I'm trying to think of all the motivations of our assassins who became assassins, I mean, technically, for some people, it is the money. It's the bread. It's the beans. It's the bands. But I say a lot of people in Sakamoto Days specifically, they do it kind of for, like, the order. Not in like a literal sense, not in the group named the Order, but, like, the JAA and the whole assassin structure that Uzuki's trying to tear down is all based on maintaining power, maintaining order, making sure society runs a certain type of way. Heck, remember, Osaki wanted to become the chairman simply because he wanted the power that came with the position. And obviously, he's clearly a top-tier assassin, presumably. I highly doubt he's fought her. I'm not sure he's Sakamoto level. Highly doubt that, but I'm assuming he's not fodder, especially considering he like blitzed an explosion and took no damage. He either blitzed the explosion and dodged it entirely, or took no damage from an explosion. Either one is impressive. So it may be that Torres is still technically kind of unique. Because who else really does it for the bread, for the bands? I mean, there were those contracted assassins, but like outside of, I'm trying to think of name characters who specifically do it for the beans. None really. The only thing that Nagamo notes is that I can't use the beans I once had access to anymore because I'm no longer a part of the order and no longer a part of the JAA. So like, that's it. Let's see. Why do you need so much money? For gambling. I mean, I guess. I guess. Might as well, right? Might as well, right? I mean, that's the thing. Notably, I don't gamble, but I can understand why people would. It's kind of like the Rush thing. Notably, I don't gamble and I don't do other certain illicit activities, mainly because I'm scared. I don't know. It's just scary to me. But I love roller coasters. I've ridden the tallest roller coaster in the world maybe 50 times in my life. I spent a long time on a bunch of different roller coasters. Literally multiple hours. If you were to sum up all my times on roller coasters in life. All types of roller coasters. From traditionals to high speed to low speed to mid speed to loops to up down. I don't know all the terminology, but every single roller coaster, crazy. But I know multiple people who do gamble, who do illicit activities, and who knock back certain substances like their water, risking their lives in that way, who would never get on a roller coaster. It's just a variation of living. Like, personally, I would never do it, but I can understand that that's the life for some people, and Torres is clearly one of those people. Let's see. Like pachinko? You like that stuff? Yeah, well, dude, lay off already. Quit. It still feels so... watch Torres be like 25. I keep calling him old man, but he may just be disheveled with a really good beard. With a really good beard stash combo. Because, I don't know, I've never heard anyone of Torres' age say, dude. Well, dude. Yeah, well, dude, lay off already. Like, that doesn't sound like a character of what he looks like age-wise, but he may genuinely just be 30. Maybe, like, in his early 30s, and he just looks old because he doesn't clean too much, because he's just like, hey, I'm a gambler and an assassin. I don't really need to make sure I look good. But let's see. What? Quit asking me why? What are you, a toddler? Assassins sure are idiots. What does that make you? Like, dude, what does that make you? Let's see. My wife says gamblers are idiots. Yeah, I'm giving Sakamoto a less deep voice, mainly because I need to save the deep voice for other characters. My wife says gamblers are idiots. I mean, but you know, there are so many, and it's the catch-22, right? It's like playing the lottery. Like, you hear of the many different people who had their life changed. And heck, like, say if the lottery was $1 million and I won it, and the government took half of it. $500,000 I didn't have yesterday that I put like, what, $20 into? Yeah, that's big. Same thing with gambling. I've heard many crazy stories of people who put in like 10 cents and then doubled it and 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 use like the mathematical property where if you go 2 times 2, then 2 times 2 equals 4, 4 times 4 equals 16, 16 to 16 equals whatever it is. Like, you can get big money. But that's the thing. You hear the beauty of it. You hear the great stuff about it. And then you lose $100,000. You put the house up for sale. If you just keep losing, you end up like Torres. But let's see. So, and that's why I can see why Sakamoto's wife would say gamblers are idiots. Because, sure, you're going for that 1 in 1,000 chance, but that 1 in 1,000 chance ain't cheap. Even if you're gambling pennies. You gamble 100 times, it's 100 pennies. That's $1 gone. And nowhere it's letting you gamble for pennies. At least as far as I know. But then again, I don't gamble too much. If at all. Like, when's the last time I gambled? Like, technically, you know what, do money matches count as gambling? I think they kind of do count as gambling. So technically, I do run money matches on occasion. Like, once a month. So technically, I guess that's gambling. But that's it. But let's see. Not true. The ones who lose are idiots. You are 60.2 billion in debt, dog. Let's see. That makes you an idiot, then. Talk about Loki's pain. Let's see. My game ain't over. I'm on my way to winning. 60.2 billion. Do you know how much everyone who watches this channel could do with $1 million? $1 million. $1 million. $1 million yen, heck. But 60.2 billion. Let's say. I'm on my way to winning. Is that so? Oh, gee! Okay! Sakamoto said, okay, fine. Darn, he just straight drunk into the car. I mean, you gotta train. You gotta train one way or another. Might as well train with cars. Okay, let's see. Huh? Oh, okay, Torres clean with it, though. Torres clean, we caught it. Didn't I tell you, Sakamoto? Your 1 billion yen bounty. How much is 1 billion yen? 1 billion yen to US dollars. $6,841,068.62. That's still crazy. You, admittedly, if I ever do get rich, I'm not gonna stop making videos. Like, if I ever find a job or somehow money falls in my lap somehow, some way or another, and I'm like multi, I'm not gonna stop making videos. I like to yap too much to stop that. But like, let's just say there'd be some changes. And like, I'm not sure. Is it absurd to say I could live the rest of my life off $6 million? I feel like that isn't crazy. It's like, as long as I'm not stupid, like that's the thing. I'm trying to think, what would I even burn that money on? Like, if I'm buying a multi-million-dollar house, but I'm not doing that. I bet the most expensive house. Well, now again, the housing market is it's rough. At least at the time I'm recording, but I'm at most buying like a $500,000 house. I'm keeping my same car. I'm keeping my same living style. I'm just never working again. And I'm investing the rest of that to make sure it doesn't go away. So, like, I don't know. I think that's enough, but clearly not for Torres. I mean, to be fair, 60 times that. Your 1 billion yen bounty isn't worth enough yet. Huh? What's that sound? Uh-oh. Okay, so he doesn't have the infinity. He has the dismantle. The air dismantle? Or at least it looks like air. Huh? He busted my Sakamoto's brand slippers, made with arm fibers. Aramid fiber. Okay. I don't know what is aramid? Aramid definition. Not pyramid. Oh, hold on. Let me type this one. I've never heard of that before. Made with aramid fiber. Maybe that's something fake. Hold on. Let's take a look. Oh, aramid. What's this? Aramid fibers. Aramid fibers are a category of synthetic fibers composed of chains of aramid polyamide molecules organized in the direction of fiber axis. From rehabilitation of concrete structures. Oh, okay, so that's impressive. So eventually, he's wearing? So he's walking around in concrete. But I guess when you hit as hard as he does, regular things shouldn't hold up that well. It's probably why they also all wear baggy clothes. Because like if they were to wear form-fitting clothes, they tear through them all the time. That's probably why everyone's dressed so loose. Let's see. Ooh, what the heck? What's this? Sand? Wait a second. I'm not gonna kill you just yet. I'm waiting for the rate to go up. But ooh, why did bro boom both sides of the? First, I want to know if you're a card worth betting on. Let's see what you're made of. Don't die on me yet, cash cow. What is that? What are these? Bro had these in his sleeve. I guess he held. Well, another reason to wear baggy clothes. He hides those in his sleeves. I have no idea. Cannons, I'm guessing. Or are they like a type of? I know a lot of people want Oki to wield guns. Are these a type of guy? I don't know. I said that word. Spagooter. I'm sorry. Let's see. A sandblaster. A sandblast. Sandblasting. A machine method that uses compressed air to mix and blow an abrasive material. The abrasive material can be gravel, glass, or shards of metal. Huh. So it's like an air cannon? Interesting. Bullets are expensive. If it costs $44 to fire 55mm bullets, I'd rather spend that money on force racing. Okay, so he's an all-around gambler. He ain't just gonna catch you at the blackjack table. You're gonna catch him on the slots. You're gonna check him at the blackjack table while he's running a horse race, while he's betting on cars, while he's betting on the sports. Yeah, I can see how you can get it. If you're doing all that all at once, because there are multiple ways, especially in the modern day, and you could bet like online. You can bet out of an area. You can bet they're like all different types of casino. Maybe that debt isn't too crazy. The only thing is though, what are you paying with? How are they letting you? Well, he's really strong. Maybe that's it. But like, how are they letting you bet? And why do you care? Like, I guess that's my main thing. I know he said, I understand why he cares when the JAA is like, hey, you owe. Well, then again, I think it is his debt is with the JAA, right? The 60.2 billion isn't just like at random places. I think he owes like to like JAA casinos, and I get why he would acquiesce to them, because as powerful as Torres is, like he did just casually no sell Sakamoto's kick, a Slimamoto's kick too, but he's not beating the entire order, especially when old man Sakamoto was still running around. He wasn't beating him. Torres, you might be the new old guy. Which way is gonna still old guy? Let's see. Okay. You're just gonna spear him? Okay. But once again, I guess that's the thing. Sakamoto kind of can't hold back. One, because he's in danger of his life, obviously. And two, he needs to train. And ultimately, when you're already as powerful as he is, you do just need to throw out, go out, all out, and hope for the best. So let's see. Torres, is he gonna destroy it? Ah, okay. So he's pressing extremely fast. That's how he does it. So essentially, if I'm understanding this part, that interesting though, he's really fast then. So technically, ironically enough, he's kind of like Kendaka. He's a speedster archetype, because I remember when he destroyed Shishiba's hammer, it didn't even look like he moved. That's what Shishiba was confused about. He was like, and then imagine the worthiness sword suddenly just atomized. Torres didn't even move, or at least it didn't look like he did. So he was able to perception blitz Shiba. And he's able to press out air fast enough to emit, like, he's not even close to it. Look at the distance between the Splagooter, the Sandblaster, and the actual sign. That's probably at least like a 6-inch to foot difference right here. And the air is strong enough that it still destroys things. Very, very impressive, Torres. Very, very impressive. and the scale of it isn't bad either. He's not destroying the pole. It's like I said, kind of like the Infinity, where like a whole area in front of him gets shredded. Oh, jeez. And he just blasted away an entire... How hard are you... What are those things made out of? What kind of carbon fiber, titanium, diamond, chromium super alloys are those things made of that you can press them that fast, produce that much force, and they don't fall apart? Torres, how much did those cost? Let's see. That's some impressive firepower. If he hits me, I'm hamburger. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, dude. Like, how do you defend that? Like, notably, you can defend a hammer, block. You could hypothetically defend Osuragi's attacks, block. And you know what? That's interesting. At least that's really excites me for what Oki's ability is going to be, because for both Tanabata and, let me just look it up. I know someone left a comment, but I went and scrolled to the video that I thought that comment was on, and I didn't see it. Hold on. I think it's Tanabata, not Tanabanta. Because I like saying Tanabata, but I think it's Tanabata. Tanabata, not that. Tanabata, Sakamoto days. Yeah, Tanabata. So Tanabata and Torres, double T's. So far, they're both kind of like, not Duranag characters, but like they're hard to block. And like annoying to block. Like, obviously, I'd say that Tanabata's ability requires like him being strong enough to throw the guitar to pierce you, but even then, he can just stab the ground and essentially negate that. And presumably, the frequencies are strong enough whenever he strums hard enough, or whatever he does with his machines or with his instruments, that if you're trying to swing on him and the extension cord makes contact, it'll likely still shatter your weapon. And Torres is the same. Yeah, you can try and block. You can try and attack with traditional weaponry or non-traditional weaponry, but if Shishiba's hammers are getting destroyed and he's able to blow out entire chunks of the ground, you're not really meant to block it. You're kind of just, you have to get in his range. That, like, once again, kind of going back to the Infinity example, you essentially need to get past here. You need to get, like, right in here to the range where he can't use these on you. Because the only hypothetical weakness is if Torres isn't fast enough and you're close enough to him, what's he going to do? Sandblast himself? So obviously, you're in a precarious scenario when you're fighting him, but you do need to get close range. Sakamoto running isn't really going to do him any good. Let's see. He's moving devious. Beam! Oh, he beamed him, though. Now, the question is, was that a beam or was that a sandblast? It kind of looks like a sandblast. Boom! Ooh. Through the train? I know he's getting flashbacks to the Sakamoto's past star. He's like, oh, back in here. He's fast. Well, actually, not even the Sakamoto's past. He loves trains, now that I think about it. I'm talking Suzuki-sensei. Because even Kashima's fight, I want to say it's Kashima's fight, was in a train, and then Nagamo, Rion, and Sakamoto were sparring in a train. And now we're back in a train. And I feel like I'm missing one. Let's see. He's fast. He sure can move for a big guy. Is he a big guy? And it's Sakamoto. Bit of the pot calling me Killer Black. But still, is he really that big? I mean, I guess we haven't seen him standing next to many characters. At least I can't remember one. I guess he is a big guy. All right, interesting. Let's see. He sure moves. He sure can move for a big guy. Uh-oh. What is he doing? Of course, you better level the entire train car? Bro, for what? For what? Jeez. Bro said, I do not care. All right. Darn. So interesting. So it seems like there are different types of sandblasts. Once again, I'm assuming a machine method that uses compressed air. So it looks like there may be different settings to the sandblaster. Like he can choose the amount of range that it goes out or its direction. Because look at how this gets destroyed. In spite of this central area being destroyed, suddenly all the edges get torn apart, and then seemingly this part gets destroyed, but this seems unadjusted. Meanwhile, you have this, which seems to go out in like a more spraying arc, like a cone-like fashion in comparison to the concentrated pressure of this one. And then you seemingly just have a straight beam. Like it looks like he swings, and then, no, so he's moving. What did he leap off of? How did he, he leapt to the front, and then as it went, he just fired off, and then fired in that direction, and then the train kept moving, because it's attached to the bottom of the tracks. That's crazy. And just tore right through it. What about all the people, though? No, gotta love Sakamoto Day civilians. They ask no question. Single question. That's it. The floor's gone. Uh-oh, kid. Ooh. Stay in your seat. Thanks. Well, aren't you nice? Tor, then again, what trouble would he get in? That's the real question, right? Like, it's advised in the order to not harm civilians, but like, we've seen people get like critiqued for it. I don't think anyone's gotten in like real trouble. And besides, who's monitoring Torres right now? It's not like Oki's there. So, I mean, it'll probably eventually get back to him, and there's cameras everywhere, but still, I'm not exactly sure what they would do. You could just say, I was hunting down Sakamoto, the strongest assassin in history, and suddenly y'all complain about my methods. Man, y'all lucky I didn't take his wife hostage. Because it wasn't his wife, it was him. But still, like, I can see Torres making an argument like that. Let's see. You shouldn't gamble, Sakamoto. I don't intend to, but why not? You have no talent. Which one of them is 60.2 billion in debt, Torres? Which one of... And you know what? Ironically enough, Sakamoto kind of is a gambler. Because, like it's mentioned all the time, he doesn't have a set weapon. He kind of just hopes the environment has something that he can use. Like, that's like the ultimate form of gambling. Shishiba comes with the hammers. Osaraki comes with a chainsaw blade. Takamura moves, while he may be the strongest, he moves with a katana. Uzuki has his chain blade. Haruma has his sports techniques, and specifically, he usually has the steel ball on him. Gaku specifically had his spiked mace. Kumanomi is also, ironically enough, an environment specialist when you think about it. She's kind of a magnet merchant. Naturally, it's her ability. But, like, outside of Shin, who's a hand-to-hand fighter, along with Liu, I think, legit, almost every other character. Hisuke has his Splagooter, like, so many characters in abilities are specialized around a specific type of weapon. Even Torres is specialized around a sandblaster. Meanwhile, Sakamoto kind of just gambles with every environment he's in. Hopefully there's something I could use here in a similar fashion to an actual weapon. If there isn't, I guess he's cooked. But then again, he's in modern society, where there's always be something to use as a weapon. So let's see. Snap. In gambling. He ate that, though. How'd you eat that? Well, then again, no. It makes sense why he ate that. Torres is holding back. That's the thing. He needs Sakamoto to get juicier, get thicker. He needs it, well, not in that way. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe we don't know what Torres is into. But he needs Sakamoto to get thicker in terms of that bounty. So, of course, he's going to hold back and just let Sakamoto live. Let's see. The dudes who wait to get lucky and draw a good hand always lose. That's all about when you play the hand you're dealt. You rely too much on luck. But that's the thing. He kind of does, but he always plays with the hand he's dealt. If he's in an area, he's going to pick stuff up and use it. So, like, then again, I guess that is relying too much on luck. He just hopes he can get a good pull. And to be fair, we always see him do. So maybe it is a mix of both. Maybe it's like, yeah, sure, you do play with the hand you're dealt, but in order to... That's the thing. I feel like that's contradictory. Because the hand you're dealt is always based on luck. Like, notably, recently, a friend of mine, Zoom to Moon, he got me into Magic the Gathering, and admittedly, long ago, he got me into Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. And one of the biggest things about this darn game is that sometimes you just need a good pull. Like, hold on, let me see. Like, for example, recently we had done a whole thing surrounding just like, I forget what it was called. But essentially we had a whole bunch of packs, we went around, we built our own decks. And there was a card that I needed to win a certain game, and I just couldn't draw it. I couldn't. I had the land, I had everything else ready, but without this one specific card. Where is it? I needed another one of these. I need another one of the Arid Archways, or like a desert card. Specifically because one of my other attackers, the Outcaster Greenblade, gets stronger. He gets a +1/+1 for every single desert I had. I needed one more in order to slay one of their monsters. I never got it. We went for like 10 hands and I eventually lost. It'd be like that. It'd be like that sometimes. But that's me working with the hand I'm dealt. But that's just bad luck. So sometimes these things happen, Torres. I'm not sure. Let's see. And you're a gambler. You should know that. But hypocrisy. Let's see. Oh, that's smart though. Drag him down with you. Uh-oh. Torres doesn't look happy though. Bro said. And that's the thing. Sakamoto, I'm shocked you don't execute more people by accident. I know you have like a no life-taking rule anymore. You're not an assassin anymore. But dog, what if someone was in that car? Like, God, and what about the rest of these people who are on that train? Let's see though. Oh. Oop, and off he goes. Ugh. It's like a guy sneaking off to avoid a loan shark. So you? Let's see. My car. Okay, at least you weren't in it, buddy. Let's see. I lost. If he'd been playing for real, I'd be dead. I really do need to up my game. You rely too much on luck. It's all about how you play the hand you're dealt. The hand I'm dealt? What does that mean? I mean, it is, like, I get what Torres means to a degree. Once again, it goes down to the idea of Sakamoto being entirely reliant on the area he's fighting in. Because, like, I'm not saying base Sakamoto doesn't have hands. He very clearly does. But since he doesn't have a specific weapon, he doesn't have any specialties, the hand he's dealt is where he's fighting. We see this a lot in the museum arc where he's forced to use, like, headphones as whatever, I forget what the name of the hook chain weapon is. He uses that. He uses he picked up a sign, broken, used it as a spear. He's always based in that. And that's the hand he's dealt every single time. And ultimately, he's always going for the next thing. Typically, Sakamoto doesn't use any two things twice. And that's why he's one of the more interesting characters to watch, and that's why Sakamotodays typically have such great choreography when Sakamoto's fighting, because he's always changing things. But because he's always changing things, no weapon is permanent, he never gets any better with it. He's the best at using everything in an environment. But like Rion said all that time ago, if you were to put her and Sakamoto in a room that was indestructible, with nothing but 2 knives, and they were both naked, then she'd maybe win. Because ultimately Sakamoto isn't specialized enough. He has the general idea of everything. And maybe what Sakamoto needs to do, and what Torres means here, is in the sense that instead of relying on the next weapon hopefully being the thing that works, pick a type and stick with it. Deal with the hand you're dealt initially and get better at using that. So maybe. I don't know. But overall, interesting chapter. Ooh, that was weak. But still, a very interesting chapter. I'll admit, I kind of wasn't expecting Sakamoto to just take a hard L. Like, but then again, it's kind of been a pattern. Notably, he's not really... Well, he is, but he isn't really order tier. Because remember, he got whooped by Kanaguri, too. Like, sure, it looked real good, but Kanaguri basically revealed, oh, by the way, this is all special effects makeup, and you did no damage to me. Another real order level fighter. Torres, another order level fighter, took basically no damage. He says, ow, but like... Clearly, one of these two is much more beat up, and Torres was able to react to and battle bruise Sakamoto a whole lot more. Clearly, I mean, Kindaka and Sakamoto were somewhat relative, but Kindaka was still fresh out the game, fresh out the hospital, still blitzing for the most part. Sakamoto did have to slim down, and notably, once he slimmed down, Kindaka kind of just stopped fighting. So it may be the case that even Slimomoto kind of isn't really, like, order tier. That's wild. It's wild to think about, but it may be the case where he just can't. Like, this is a 1v1. I was talking last chapter about how Sakamoto better hope he doesn't get jumped, but he lost to a non-serious Torres. He wasn't even trying to take his life because he needs Sakamoto to get thicker and juicier in order to make more money. That's crazy. But overall, I'm excited. We're really diving into the depths of what Sakamotodays characters have to offer, including Sakamoto himself, who's kind of been in a Seven Deadly Sins main character / Saitama role, where he's kind of just been so strong already that we haven't really had to worry about him. Not really. Actually, now I think about it, nah, Sakamoto takes a decent amount of L's when I think about it. So overall, a W chapter. However, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, please do me a favor and leave bad luck. Bad luck in the comment section down below. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that little notification bell so you do not miss out on any of the second of the channel. Also, I do have a page down below where you can support me for as low as $1 a month. Things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. So those perks will include the live reactions, every other series I happen to review, and few variations of my videos, and if you become a $25 patron or a $25 member, you can order whatever video you want. Also, I do have a link to my Ko-Fi in the description down below. You can drop 5 beans for a short video, 25 beans for a long video, or any beans at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with a Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our $3 members: Sierra, Greyhound, Eternal Flame, NMA, Real Rare, Red Wolf 4765, Paris Arnold, Astro, Brandon Payne, and G Prosper. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $5 patrons: Sean, Midnight Lord 21, Kevin, Encarnacion, Josh Brown, Igneal Lind, and A+A. And I'd like to give a big ol' thank you to our $7 members: Autumn Mornings Lazo, Fine, Zombie Hunter, and Austin Wimberly. Then I'd like to give a thank you to our $10 members: Robbie Uchiha, Jay Warrior, and AZ Void. Then I'd like to give a big ol' thank you to our $10 patrons: Overlord Zero, Joaquin Munoz, and Idem Okami.
And I'd like to give the craziest, juiciest, most next-level, quadruple, sloppy, toppy, next-level, superhuman, in beyond this world, kidney having thank you to our $100 patron, or That Guy with a Pencil tier patron, Calvin Elder.